In this short video, we will cover the main functionalities of TerraSurvey. TerraSurvey is our software solution for processing terrestrial survey data into useful three-dimensional survey drawings. The data can be from, for example, a total station or GNSS instrument. So what makes TerraSurvey special? Well, it is the capability to read in practically any text file containing survey measurements. You're able to define custom text file formats that you can read and write your data in. Additionally, freely definable feature lists and drawing rules enable you to interpret a survey into exactly the kind of drawing that you need. Everyone occasionally makes mistakes, whether it's in the field or at the office. TerraSurvey makes it easy to fix these issues in the survey data with its interactive data validation process. Next, we will showcase these features in TerraSurvey. You can follow along by using the example data that is delivered with your software download package. If you wish to understand specific tools or options in more detail, we highly recommend exploring the TerraSurvey user guide, which is linked below this video. First, we will have to define our feature list. We will use the tutorial feature list that is provided with your download. This will enable TerraSurvey to translate your survey points into survey drawings. Next, we will read in our survey data. We will use the tutorial data found in the same folder as our feature list. After loading in our data, we can see the survey points as a list. The features are also temporarily shown in the view. At the bottom of our loaded survey points, we can see some error messages. The first one being drawing rule requires 2 points. So let's see what it looks like. So it seems that we have the wrong feature code. We will correct our feature code, and the correct one only requires 1 point, which will fix the error. Our next error has a count of 22, which means 22 of our survey points have this error. Let's see what it looks like. So it seems, again, our feature code is false. This time, the existing feature code is not defined in our feature list. So when we change the feature code to the correct one, we will see the correct visualization in our drawing. Now, not all errors are able to be automatically recognized. For example, this building footprint doesn't have all of its sides connected. This issue can be fixed by connecting the two ends of the building, and our drawing rule will finish the loop. Another error we can see is the tree that's obviously way too big. So we find our survey point, and we will check the values of this point for any errors, and we can see the dimension is too big, so we take it down to the correct value. The next issue we want to fix are these intersecting lines. We will have to break this unnecessary line to correct this mistake. Now that we have fixed all our issues, we can write our survey drawing into the design file. Now that we have completed the validation of our data as well as the drawing of the features into the design file, we are able to utilize the surveyed data for many different tasks. For example, we can utilize the surveyed features for surface model creation. This requires that we have defined the way each feature is used when creating a model. The surface model itself is created using TerraModeler, which can read the survey information that TerraSurvey has written into the design file. Let's see this in action. In TerraModeler, we can use the Triangulate Survey tool to make a triangulated surface model of our survey features that we have defined in the feature list. This model can be displayed using the display shaded surface, and here we can now see our finished result. As you can see, the surface model follows our features in the way that we have told it to. In the tutorial we just saw, the software automatically recognized our text file format. But what if TerraSurvey does not recognize your text file? In this scenario, we can create a new file format based on the new data. Let's see an example of this. When we have data that TerraSurvey does not automatically recognize, we can add it to the list of file formats in TerraSurvey. This can be done by loading our data as an example for TerraSurvey. We then define what each column in that file means, so that TerraSurvey is able to interpret that information anytime we open this type of file. Now that we have determined the file format, we can load our survey file. And TerraSurvey will automatically recognize the format of the file. Now that we have the loaded survey points, we can add information to them that might be lacking. So in this case, we only had the index and the location of the points. But we want to add some drawing rules. So let's select a feature code we will give these points. This feature code will draw a triangle upside down at each borehole point. But in addition to this triangle, we want some text. So we can add that by going to the feature list and adding a drawing rule to our feature that causes the index to be added beside the triangle by a set offset using also a prefix. Now that we have everything looking as we want it to, we can draw the survey drawing into the design file. TerraSurvey is also able to write our survey information into any file format we have defined. In this case, we use a separate file format than what we read the data in as. In Notepad, we can look at the raw data in the files. On the left, we can here see the original format of our data. And here on the right, we can see our outputted new format, which includes the feature code that we defined. Thanks for watching. In the follow-up video to this, we will cover how point clouds can be used in combination with survey measurements for even more powerful workflows. See you there.